What's going on there, YouTube world? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys with another YouTube video. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the difference between the PPP program as well as the EIDL program, as also known as the SBA loan. So before we even jump into this video, I definitely would appreciate if you guys went ahead and go ahead and smash that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm, because again, if you went onto my channel before, you guys will see that I lost $1,000. So liking this video will help me earn that $1,000 back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, this entire video is going to be breaking down the PPP program as well as the EIDL, and if you really ultimately qualify for either of those, what the differences is, what you can use one for, what you can use the other one for, and ultimately, if you could have both. So stay tuned to the very end of this video. So as you guys know, for small businesses have been extremely massively hit due to the pandemic that has gone on in the United States today. The CARES Act, as of now, offers several programs to offset the negative economic impact. Two that have been established now happen to be the PPP program, which happens to be the Payment Protection Program, PPP, and then the EIDL, which happens to be the Economic Injury Disaster Loans. These loans also benefit the self-employed. So if you're self-employed watching this video, make sure and stay tuned to the very end of this video and smash that like up button one more time. So how do the loans compare? I'm going to be breaking that down for those of you that are watching right now. So there are two separate programs. The benefits of each depend on your business and your situation, the amount of employees you have, the amount of employees you don't have, and so forth. So the PPP, which also known as the Payment Protection Program, also allows you to borrow up to $10 million in loans that are 100% forgivable if they do not lay off any employees or if you end up rehiring employees. So up to 10 million in loans are 100% forgivable with that PPP program, assuming that that company, that business does not hire or does not fire or rehires the individuals that they had to end up letting go. The EIDL allows businesses to borrow up to $2 million in loans and includes a grant up to, as what you guys are familiar with probably thus far, the $10,000 loan. Now that $10,000 loan is 100% grant-free, therefore you personally do not have to pay that back whatsoever. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna share with you guys, what I actually have ended up seeing. Me personally, owning multiple different companies, multiple different businesses, I actually went ahead and applied for one of them on one of my companies, just due to the fact that it only had a couple of employees. And for the purpose of this video, I said, why not? So I can share with you guys my testimonial. I actually applied through the Express model that they had, which happens to be the COVID-19 model. And through that way, and if you happen to apply, and the reason I'm really making this video for those of you that are watching this is simply because I understand that the $350 billion that they originally had is no longer, but we just got word that they're going to be adding an additional $250 billion to this fund. So therefore, you, if you're watching, have the access, have the opportunity to go out there and get your SBA loan. Now, just to give you an update on where my current status is at, I don't know. The reason I don't know, again, is because I applied through the Expressway. The Expressway, you do not have a back office, you do not have a login, so you can kind of see where your loan happens to be. They do have a 1-800 number, which I will share with you guys at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned. So, just to kind of break down what the PPP really is for, and then obviously what the EIDL is for, is that, the Payment Protection Program happens to cover pretty much all of payroll. It's kind of self-explanatory, right? For a self-employed person, payroll includes paying yourself the services that your salary on a monthly basis. If you have employees, the primary benefit of the PPP is geared towards protecting your employees, and a portion of this loan can be 100% forgivable. Some other things it can be used for is payroll, employee salaries, mortgage interest, rent, utilities, interest on debt, right? I'm sitting in a 5,000 square foot office, happen to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. This PPP program allows me to pay money, pay rent, pay my mortgage on a monthly basis without, dipping into all sorts of other things. Now, again, obviously, like I share with you, my main companies did not file for this clearly, but one of the smaller businesses did. Now, obviously, we were just going for the $10,000 grant. So again, it's not going to pay the mortgage, but you guys get the point. If you have a larger establishment, 100% will allow you to pay your mortgage. Now, how much can you qualify for? That's a really big question that I think have been asked. And you can qualify qualify for, this is why the PPP program is a little bit different than the EIDL. And the reason being is because you can only get paid for up to 2.5 times your payroll. So if you have 2 employees, whatever that payroll is, you can only get paid up to 2.5 times. Now, obviously, if you have 100+ employees and your payroll is fat, then obviously 2.5 times the 100 employees is pretty decent chunk of change. Now, what are the terms of the PPP? That's one of the next questions. If you look at, you take out a $100,000 or $500,000 or a couple $1 million loan, what does that look and feel like? So it's no payments for up to 6 months, no payments for up to 6 months once you generate that loan. And then after that, therefore, it will be a 1% fixed APR for the next 2 years. It's gonna be a 2-year term, 1%, no payments until 6 months after you generate that loan. Now, I'm gonna be breaking down for you guys what is an EIDL loan and the difference between that and the PPP. So if you are self-employed, hello. If you are self-employed and you do not have employees, then this may be really the best option for you. The SBA runs the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, which of course is the EIDL program directly. Part of the loan may be forgiven, and obviously that's what I wanted to share with you guys today in this video. Happens to be that full $10,000 grant that it is that allows you to get that money and utilize it for multiple different things, including payroll, fixed debts, accounts payable, other expenses that you may pay directly due to the current pandemic that is going on. And again, I just want to reiterate to you guys that $10,000 of that is forgivable. Now, just something about the EIDL, since the purpose of this video, I made one of my businesses apply again, like I share with you. That 1-800 number that I said I would share with you at the end of this video happens to be a hotline, SBA hotline. That number is, you'll see it on the screen here, 1-800-659-2955. Just to give you guys an update, I am Pacific time. Their website states they're open 7 days a week, which I do believe them, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. The weird thing is it doesn't really tell you the actual time zone that it's in. I think I called at 8 p.m. the other night, Pacific time, which again is in the range from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And they did not answer. I don't know what time zone that exactly is. So if you find that out, drop in the comment section below. But I do know that it is 1-800-659-2955. It is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So, the beautiful part about this video and what I wanted to share with you guys is really just the community behind the entire situation, this entire pandemic, the entire stimulus check that is going on. I've never seen a community of individuals like you guys, like the other people on every other YouTube that happens to be related to stimulus checks. I've never seen the amount of comments, the amount of engagement that other individuals have, ultimately helping other people. It has been absolutely incredible. It has been tremendous. So if you're still watching this video here right now, definitely do us a favor. Do everybody a favor that's going to be coming across this video and drop in the comment section below. Share with us your status, your story, what it is that you have encountered, what you've gone through. Have you got your stimulus check? Have you not got your stimulus check? Have you applied for the EIDL program? Are you doing the PPP program? Have you got any of your grants? Have you got any of your loans? That way, again, this community can stay strong together because, again, as one country, we are united. I don't even know where I got that from. But again, if you guys are still here, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure and go smash that thumbs up button. Again, it helps the YouTube algorithm pay back my $1,000. And again, if you haven't already, make sure and go subscribe. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning into today's video. Stay tuned for more. Austin Lewis here saying we'll see you guys in some future videos.